Hello, hello. Salam alaikum, Suhaib.
Hey, walaikum salam, Suhaib bhai.
How are you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How was your week?
Good, good. A lot of things happening. It's the Eid holiday week, and a lot of things happen during the week. We'll go over it. We'll go over it.
Are your holidays still going on?
Today is the last day, so tomorrow I have office. Wednesday is gonna be my office day.
Perks of being in
Good.
a Gulf country.
Perks, I wouldn't call it perks. I think UAE has one of the lowest amount of public holidays, so that's how it
Hmm.
is. Yeah.
Oh,
How was your week? Like, did you guys have off time, or
no, just the Sunday and Eid. I took a half day on Eid, like to pray and get the lunch ready, and then got to work after that.
Nice, nice. So for me,
Yeah.
my Eid was good. Like, woke up early, then the prayers, and went to our parents. And I mean, we went to like two more places. Like, we went to my aunt's place, our aunt's place actually. A lot of family members there, so everybody was there. I'm guessing you might have seen the pictures already with everybody, in a single photo. It's a classic thing where everybody's
I
in the
saw
picture.
that.
Yeah.
Saw that. It's harder to get everybody in one picture
Mhm.
now.
That's true.
And
It's true.
cool. And
And,
did you guys have any good food?
unfortunately, so let me take you through the day itself. Yeah, it was a very happening day for me. So I mean, in the morning, like I said, we went to my parents, and I got this mic over there. So I went to a place, so new mic. I hope the sound is much better, even for the
Yeah,
listeners. Yeah,
it's better.
second-hand mic, let's say, pre-owned mic. That's what it's called.
Pre-loved.
Pre-loved. Okay. I've never heard that one before. Pre-loved. Okay. I've heard like pre-owned cars, pre-owned phones and all, because nobody likes the word second hand, third hand and all that.
Correct.
Pre-owned is like pre-loved is new for me. So that was something. And then so like I said, I went to our aunt's place and met a lot of family. All our cousins were there, their kids were there, and how do I put it? So I got to talk to our let's say one of our cousins' husband, Shamshir. I don't know if you know him, Farnaz's
I know
husband.
him.
So yeah, you know him. Okay. So I got talking to him. Yeah. So he was the one I talked to the most. I don't know. Like, we were just talking, what work he does and all that. So in between, like, so as we've discussed multiple times, I'm on this fitness journey this year, and I've seen like a lot of benefits being actively looking after my health. Let's say health in terms of not getting sick, but health in terms of being more fit. And I just brought up the topic, hey, do you work out, or like, what's your thing? So he's like, oh, I don't work out at all and stuff. And I just got to talking to him about my journey, like, hey, I'm doing this, and I don't know, during the conversation I felt, am I just is it too much that I'm talking about all this stuff with him, or it's like, am I sounding like a a person, condescending
Preacher.
person or some, yeah, as a preacher, or is it okay that I'm doing, because I'm very enthusiastic about it. Yeah, we've spoken about it, and I just felt like maybe I was out of bounds a little bit, but he was listening and he was adding on to it, so that helped. Like, I won't go to too much detail over there, but that was something I felt like, was I getting into preacher mode, as you say? Do you ever feel
No.
this way?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I talk to someone about something I'm deeply passionate about, then I feel, are they also interested? But it depends, right? Like, what kind of response that person gives. You would know, okay, if this person is interested or not. That would be, there are indicators to look for when the conversation is going on. And if it's purely one-sided, that's also a big indicator as to gauge if a person is interested or not. If the other person is also adding to the conversation, that's I think more balanced. So good. I think maybe he'll also start. Even I also, like, you preached last time, so I also got into it. I started just measuring my calorific intake daily. Basically, you're right, like, identifying the food which is really calorie dense, like cashews, peanut butter. I didn't know peanut butter has so much calories. So I became a little bit conscious about what I'm eating. I am not necessarily reduce what I'm eating, but conscious about okay. And also I know
Mhm.
about okay, today I ate a lot of fat and carbs, but I have not eaten a lot of fiber. So it's good information, and with information, I think you
Yeah,
can make a good decision and you can go set a good plan.
that's true. That's true. Like, that was one of my first observations. Within the first few days, I realized like, okay, this is something that I'm eating, and this small thing is like 100 calories compared to like one apple or something. Yeah,
Mm,
it just puts things into perspective. You feel like, oh, it's not a lot, like just a small chocolate bar, just a small toffee, it's nothing. Peanut butter, as you mentioned. Cashews, yeah, like sometimes, like now I know how much each cashew is. Like even 5 grams of cashew is like 30 to 40 calories. It's a lot. So I mean, it's not something bad, it's just the portion that we have, we're not aware of how much is, what is, how
yeah,
much do we require and all that.
some
So
foods
yeah,
are
I got
really
into
like dense.
so I
So
got into preacher mode with him. I guess like, so he, like whenever I brought up this fitness, everybody thinks about, gym, I need to go to the gym, and like, oh, I haven't been going to the gym. And I just feel it's even for me it was the same. Yeah, like I've thought like, oh, going to the gym is gonna be the major part. The major part is the diet. The gym, like especially if you want to lose weight and be healthy, because in today's world that's the biggest problem. Overconsumption of
diet.
food. Yeah. So even he's like, oh, like the gym is very crowded. I can't go to the gym. Like I don't feel like going over there. I was thinking to myself, I mean, yeah, it could be a problem, but that's not the major one. Like I mentioned it to him. Like even I thought, like, I used to go to the gym. I didn't see any results in my weight, at least for the first 2 months. Then when started watching the diet within the first month. I mean, it takes time. It's not instant, or like within a week or two. It takes a month to see like results. Okay, now you can literally see the results on your weighing scale. So yeah, so that's how the day went. So I was talking to him, our Alyanka, as you put it in Barry, our
The
sister's
youngest.
husband. Yeah, youngest, I guess. Yeah, he's the youngest one. Yeah, and then we talked about business as well. So he's a showroom manager in, let's say, off-roading vehicle showroom here in Dubai. They have a showroom and he manages the showroom. And I was talking to him, like, like how many people buy this stuff, because it just, you don't see it every day, right? It's not every day that somebody buys an off-road vehicle, like to go into the desert and stuff, those dune buggies and those kind of
Hmm.
things. And he says like during the good months, that is the winter months, half the year, they do like around 500 to 600 sales per year. And that took me by shock. Like 500 to 600, that means like on average you sell 20 vehicles per day. It's a lot for a month. So there is a business over there for, off-road
20 or
vehicles.
3
No,
per day.
500 to 600 per month.
Oh, per month. I thought per year.
Mm.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So anyway, he was saying like, yeah, there are cases where, people place bulk orders and stuff, but this is how it works. So there is a market for, everything, let's say. If you put it out there, I mean, if you look for it, there will be some people looking for it, I guess. And especially like the business you're building as well. If you're going for a worldwide reach, kind of, you're going for US and Middle East, let's say. So
Yeah.
I mean, your stuff, yeah. You have your, what do you say, customers, and you know where they are. But I'm saying even if you niche down further than this, you will find some people.
Yeah,
I don't know what's the niche down
definitely.
from what you already have. Maybe you know.
There is. We can go niche. We can see right now we are doing bookkeeping, tax. We can just go with bookkeeping and like build a business. We can just go with tax, build a business. Like there is a lot of things to niche down. Uh, I'm pretty sure we'll niche more in the future. We won't be like going after the accounting industry. We'll niche down more. So yeah.
Mhm.
And also, good thing is this person Shamshir. He might in his business he'll meet a lot of people who are like quite well off because
Yeah.
only the top people would buy something like this, right?
Yeah, so this is something we discussed as well. Like, who's buying this stuff? So it's like I mentioned, like the wholesale companies. Those are the guys buying, and let's say people who have the money. So this is when you niche down and down. So people who have the money, who have the passion for this thing. So they need to have like a real passion to go off roading and stuff, and who have like a good place to store all these vehicles. So it comes with money, let's say. So So all these conditions need to be met for them to, and who think of living here long term. So that's another condition. But
Yeah.
even that niche down, let's say in a million people, even if it's, a small share, you might find 600 people per month. I guess he is finding, so not 600, maybe lower, on or off.
Intense. So
Yeah.
that's the dune buggy market. How's
He wouldn't call it dune buggy. He would call it off-roading vehicles, because there are a lot of things. Yeah, there are a lot of things. There are bikes. There are some things. So he's very passionate about it. Of course, he's working on it and all that. Yeah. So that was Eid. And then we went to my in-laws, and at night, that's when I fell sick. So it was a sick Eid. Like, I ended the day, you know, not feeling well. My stomach was very upset. I was throwing up a lot, and I was in the hospital in the emergency because I threw up like 4 times in 1 hour, and that's like a very bad sign. But
true?
alhamdulillah, I'm fine. I'm fine now. And the sad part was, it looks like a lot of other people also are falling sick. Our brothers have fallen sick, if you have heard.
I've
Then,
heard.
yeah, so even my wife's brother, even my father in law, all of them have fallen sick. And I mean, they are recovering now. Hopefully, nothing very bad, but hopefully it's all
So
good.
apart from our family, anybody else?
Yeah, yeah, as I mentioned, my father in law and my brother in law, they've also fallen sick.
Okay, okay. You're cut off
So,
in between.
yeah.
Something with the
It,
food, I guess.
no, no, actually, a lot of people are falling sick. Even like I mentioned, like my daughter had fallen sick last week. Was it last week? No, no, I think we didn't discuss this. So my daughter also had this throwing up incident, but it looks like it's a viral thing and it lasts for 1 day. Uh, Even for me, it was 1 day. Yesterday, I was not well, and today I'm fine. I went for my swimming just before this call. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe not the best Eid, but you got to meet a lot of people. That, like, I think
Yeah.
we don't usually have the full family get together. That
Yep.
was
It's nice. It's nice meeting them. Like, it had been a while since I've met them. Even last Eid I couldn't meet them because everybody is busy with their lives. Eid is the only time everybody can, make time. Let's say they have made time already. So I was double minded about going or not going. And then, like, this is something I do, okay? Started doing recently, let's say. Like, I think about this decision. Okay, will it matter, in how big of a matter deal would it be in 1 year's time, okay, or 1 month's
Mhm.
time that I went? Yeah. And it's a big thing. Yeah, I haven't met them for so long, so it will matter in 1 year that, I met them, and I don't know, we just met each other, shook hands, talked a bit. Yeah, so
Great.
that's why I went.
I think it was a total different Eid for me. It was a good Eid, like the. Are you there, Suhail? I lost you in
Yeah, the
between.
line cut off. Yeah, yeah. Could you repeat?
Yeah, I was talking about the Eid I and Alia had and Iman.
Tell me
So
about
it
that.
was Iman's first Bakrid, but it was good. We prepared some meals at home, prepared some traditional sweets, things like that. But with Eid, you need family. If they're not there, it's not the same.
True,
Uh,
true.
yeah, that's the thing. So our Eid got over by lunch, and we just got back to our daily routine. So next, hopefully, the coming Eids we get to spend with our family.
Yeah, it's always nice.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
my
I
colleague
was actually researching a lot about iPad mini.
oh, tell me about it.
I wanted
I,
to gift Alia an iPad, but I remember a lot of people they don't like you also had mentioned you didn't really make a full use of it your iPad yet. So
Mhm.
I thought let me just research about it, and then what I found out was that the one of the most underrated iPads is the iPad mini. It's a smaller iPad, just bigger than the iPhone 15 Pro, but its form factor is something that people really are loving. It is big enough to take notes, small enough to be portable. Keep it in your bag, keep it in your handbag or things like that. And also, it's a very good entertainment consumption device and also reading device. So all in one, it's one of the best iPads, I would say. Like, if your iPad is not your work machine, right? Like, people use their iPad Pro for doing a wide range of tasks, but if it's just a like a auxiliary, secondary device, then it's really good. So I think that's a really good. You had experience with an iPad, right? What do you think?
Yeah. So I thought a lot before buying the iPad, yeah, because it's a big investment. At least at that time it was. So I was thinking mainly my what do you say decision was between iPad or Mac. The finally what it came down to is like, okay, Mac, I have my office laptop, which is more like I can use it for personal stuff because there's no restrictions, and the iPad is like, let's say I wanted it for the pencil aspect to write down, because that's the only thing the Mac doesn't have, let's say, and touch and all, but the pencil was the big one. And then I finally decided, okay, the iPad is the one, and then I got it, and then I didn't use it a lot. So my purpose was to touch and feel the, let's say, with the pencil and write, but I didn't use it a lot. But fortunately, it was just in my, let's say, it was lying somewhere collecting dust. And in the past few months, my wife is using it, so that's a good thing.
Great.
Yeah, so she's, let's say, using it for multiple purposes, like for entertainment, for researching stuff, for writing stuff down, for drawing. She's also into like drawing and stuff, so she uses it. So that's good. So my iPad experience. So initially, of course, there was a lot of hype, and I was using it a lot. And then slowly over time, I prefer the Mac, and if not the Mac, then my phone. So it did. Let's say both of these served my purpose, and I didn't need the iPad everywhere. It's just I need another device. Yeah, I have two devices with me already. So it was a third device to my collection. I didn't feel like I needed it. Once I got it, of course.
So
Yeah.
I think it's a good consumption device. Like it can be a very good media consumption device. YouTube,
Yep.
movies, streaming, those kind of things.
Hmm. One thing I've noticed is on the iPad, the photos and videos come out very well. It looks very nice and crisp on the iPad, and
Oh,
it doesn't
is
look
it because
so.
of the big screen?
I don't know. I mean, the Mac has a big screen, so it doesn't look so good on the Mac. It's something about the iPad. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a
Hmm.
good. I'm thinking maybe if she likes it, then I'll buy one for myself later
Ah,
down the
nice,
line.
nice, nice. So, is it a secret? Like we're gonna publish this, and if she watches, she'll know.
Nah, she knows. She knows.
She knows you're buying her a gift.
Initially, it
Okay,
was iPad Air or something. Then I thought a mini might be a better because it's more portable. Yeah.
that's good. Good, good, bro. So, one thing I want to talk about is the editing that I've been doing for this podcast. Yeah. So I think last week we touched upon this philosophy, like when you want to do something, just do it with lowest friction possible. So the first week when I edited this podcast, I put in like a lot of effort, like to get it good and stuff, and it took me like 3 hours to edit it.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then last week I was like, I'm not up to it. Like a lot of work, this stuff and that stuff. And this let's say platform we are recording on, Riverside, it has its own let's say it can create its own videos. Yeah, it can, like it can be a few clicks and you can create the video. So it'll,
Hmm.
for example, target whoever is speaking. It'll fix the audios. It can reduce noise. It can limit the pauses, and it can remove the and all that stuff. So I did that. It took like half an hour to do everything, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do for now, because the other
That's
thing,
least friction. Yeah.
yeah, it's very low friction. I'm just gonna do this from now onwards, unless like I have the time and, let's say, energy to do the other one. So
So what would
yeah,
the other one look like apart from this? I think this is what we can put, right? Like maybe we can plan the content a bit more, but but what would the other one look like? Would you add like some background music, things like that, or
yeah, something like that. Like so you could do a lot of things, like where to cut, and like, so one thing is like, you sometimes don't want the same person's, even if they're talking at length for like a minute or two or even more, you don't want the same person's face. Sometimes you want the other person's face, or just to show the reactions that they are in the
Hmm.
call and stuff. And this is what I do manually. But when you do it automatically, it doesn't do those things unless they speak, and it shifts and comes back. But it's fine for now. I think it's okay. Like
So
one.
I'll make your job easier. Like I'll do. Yeah, makes sense.
No, no. I think there's no need to force it, but
Uh,
let's keep it simple as it is right now. Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That's good.
That
Yeah.
that's something.
I also wanted to start a podcast for my company.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking of creating something niche, like a podcast for accounting firm owners, how they can use, how they can. We want to give them like a day, a weekly for now, a weekly, actionable insight that they can give, and
Mm-hmm.
talk about a particular topic, and it's like quick 5 to 10 minute kind of topic. So that's what we're planning to do, and but that'll be like
Yeah.
quite different from this, where it'll be scripted. It should have a bit more of music at the beginning and the end, like some simple music, and then just me talking about a particular topic and publishing it. Yeah. Like we're planning to do, like I told you, right? How to reduce overwork, like what's the word called? Like burnout in your when you work for an accounting firm.
Yeah, you mentioned this last week. I
Yeah,
remember.
that's the thing.
Good. So is this
Podcast is pretty big medium right now. It's becoming bigger and bigger every year.
yeah. Is this your first media that you've published with your voice or photo, like with your image or stuff?
No, I have not published it yet, but it will be probably. I
Okay.
won't be on a video, but only voice.
Voice. Yeah, something of yours being published
Yeah.
in the world. Yeah. It might feel, it might feel like a little bit weird, but I think it's fine.
Cool. Yeah, I'll share it with you.
Yeah, I want to listen to it. Yeah, just send me the link. I'll put it below this video as well.
Yeah,
Everybody can
cool.
listen to whoever wants to listen to it. Good.
The idea is to niche down here as well.
Oh, what do you mean? What's the niche you're gonna go here?
Accounting firms, owners, that's the niche, right? So
Mm-hmm.
even when you're starting a podcast, I think it's important to niche down, right? That's the.
True. That's true.
How's swimming coming along? You swam today.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, like I was not well in the last, like yesterday I was not well. So today was my workout after a bit of a break. Let's say. Swimming was good. It's good. So I've started like measuring my what do you say uh, my performance. Let's put it that way. And so I use my watch again to see how much I'm taking. So what I do, as I mentioned, I do 1 kilometer. Yeah, 1 kilometer swimming, and I measure out how long it takes me to do that. So today it took me 21 minutes 53 seconds. So that's, let's say, pace of 211 per 100 meters. So it's good. So when I started, like I didn't start too long back. It's been a month or so, maybe less than a month. I didn't even know I could do 1 kilometer. So I went for it, and then I just found out, okay, I can do it. And I started with like around 23, and now it has reduced to, let's say, approximately 21, sorry, 22. And right now I'm reaching for 20. So that's a pace of 2 minutes per 100 meters. But I think there's a bit of a, let's say, I don't know how to measure it properly because it's a small pool. Yeah, it's a 25-meter pool. So there's a kick that you can do at every end. So when you reach one end, you can kick and come out. It's not purely 1 kilometers like in an open water or something, but it's something. Yeah, maybe this is what I'll measure myself to. So I'm measuring myself to with myself in the past. So today I was a
Yeah,
bit
that's
sick,
important.
so yeah, I'm recovering. So it's okay. So I'm like, okay, 211 is good enough. I want to reach 2. Let's see how it goes. But it was I wouldn't say it was it's getting easier and easier. Like 1 kilometer, I feel like I can do 1.5 even if I push myself, but I just don't want to do it. And I was getting late for my our call as well. So today was not the day, and I was sick and stuff. It's going
Are
good.
there other people swimming with you when you swim?
I mean, I don't pay a lot of attention, but I do see other people sometimes. Yeah, like, but they are
See,
not like.
that's a big factor for me. Like when I go to
Mm,
swim, if somebody also is doing laps, I also feel
mm,
motivated. We just it's like an unspoken camaraderie that's going on. We're just swimming laps, and we're just trying to compete sometimes. But if there are kids or some
mm.
amateur swimmers, they're there for fun. They block the lanes, so that's annoying.
Yeah. Like I have not had this issue with anybody blocking lanes. I think because there's not a lot of people over there. So, and it's hot, right? So nobody wants to be outside. So I think that's,
But I thought swimming was something that people would do on a hot evening.
I don't know. Like it's so hot that you don't want to go out. It's that kind of hot. Like you don't want to
Hmm.
be in the outside. You want to sit in AC and stuff. It's that hot. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking, but there's not a lot of people in general. So today there was only one person. There was another person who was just standing in a corner, those guys, and there was just one more guy. So he was swimming when I got there, and he got out before I got out. Nothing big there, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
working
lane
out.
discipline is that everybody should know.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying it, so that's the good part. So I've been like doing a little bit of research into what the proper technique is. I think we discussed this sometime back last week. Yeah, so I understood. Okay, this is so some things I was doing wrong, so I'm trying to fix them. Yeah, and how to best avoid injury as well. So that's another thing to keep in mind.
In
So there
swimming,
are
I thought that's like one of the sports where you would least get injured.
Yeah, but there are. I mean, in every sport there is a risk, but it's lower risk. But there is a risk of there is a muscle over here, which is very common in swimming that can get injured. And the guy suggested one exercise is like just do this, and it's gonna reduce your chances of, let's say, injury. So I'm doing that. I don't know how to I show it. So it's like it's for the shoulders anyway. In swimming, I think shoulder is the biggest muscle being used. Shoulder, back, really very close to this joint, your shoulder joint. So yeah, it's going good. Going good.
And what are you doing on the gym side? I think I started doing since last
Hmm.
week push pull legs,
Oh, nice.
like 3 days a week.
So I also do something similar. Yeah, push pull legs. Yeah, but I have push pull legs and like a shoulder day. Let's say. So I have 4 days, and I'm not very strict with my regiment. Let's say it just like it depends on the day, like what I feel like. So even on the gym front, like I always keep experimenting, like okay, what's I'll look at some video and I'm like, okay, this exercise sounds good, and then I'll follow that. So a lot of experimentation. That's how, let's say, I do things. I try out things, see how it works, something with low risk, of course, not high risk stuff, and then I go forward from there.
I think important thing is to teach the technique. Like I
Mm-hmm.
always try to preach the technique. Like I try to tell to Alia or anybody I'm swimming with the friends. I'm like, okay, learn the technique. Then swimming is a joy. If you don't learn the technique, if you put your head
Mm-hmm.
up in the air, all the while you're swimming, then it's
Yeah,
going to be like an unpleasant experience. If
true.
you learn the
True.
technique, if you actually glide through the water,
Mm-hmm.
it's some other feeling only. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like, I think it comes like it's like a chicken and egg problem.
Chicken and egg, yeah, you're saying.
Yeah, it's like a chicken and egg problem. Like once you get into it, so you want to get better at it. So you go and do research. And when you do research and then you go back and you're better. So this is like a positive feedback loop where okay, you are researching about it, learning the proper techniques, how to do it. And that excites you that you want to go and do it now. Okay, this is the right way to do it. I'm doing it. And then you do it and then it's better. And then maybe you come back and learn some more things, more advanced stuff. There's always something to learn. And you get it better and better. Yeah, that's I guess that's the way. Good. The thing is, you just need to start with something. Just learning that. Let's say only learning about it, or the two extremes are bad. Let's say like just learning about the proper technique or just doing it whatever way. Both are bad. So you have to find the proper middle ground where you should know good technique, enough technique, and also do it enough times to put those things into practice.
Hmm. Yeah. I think swimming has been ingrained in us since those Mamzar days.
Yeah.
After swimming, we used to have some chicken with some kubus roti.
Yeah, that used to be nice. Yeah, I remember going to the end of the beach with the buoyant things. I don't know, touching them and coming back. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
one day we did it twice. Like it used to be like a thing. We do it once and come back. That's our swimming for the day. And one day we did it twice, and it was like wow, an achievement.
I think that Like the way I was able to do it, right? Once you learn how to float in seawater, you can float easily, right?
Yeah.
That's when you realize, okay, you can take some time to pause and relax, and then go back and
Mm,
go back to
yeah.
these things.
So it gives you that confidence that, okay, in case I get too tired, like I won't drown. I can just float without
Mm.
any physical pressure or physical exertion. Good, good, bro. So one thing I want to talk about is also like, so I've doing my YouTube video things. Yeah. So one of my videos was like the way, like how I function. Yeah. Like maybe you observed this in me. So one thing I have is it's like a thing that I've practiced for a while. It didn't come on its own. Is I don't get extremely emotional. So what I mean by that is I don't get extremely happy or I don't get extremely sad or any other emotion, angry or let's say extremely, yeah, sorry, yeah, extremely anxious or any of these extreme emotions. So this is something that I have preach a lot and something that I follow as well. And it has helped me a lot. Yeah, because sometimes the emotions can get a good grasp of us. Like I know it does to me. Like if I'm sad and I make a decision, or if I'm angry and I make a decision, I know in many occasions those decisions will not be the right ones. So keeping myself from going extreme in those like helps me regulate, make better decisions in life.
Mm.
Do you feel like I'm a person like that, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I've always admired that about you. Like, there are a lot of times when I felt that you had a much calmer demeanor than any other
Mm.
person I would have I have known could do. So that I would say is a good thing, because it not just keeps yourself calm, it also helps other people
Mm.
stay calm in a
Yeah.
situation of in an extreme situation.
Yeah, my wife has told me like in some cases where she's tensed up or something, like I remain calm and that just calms her down because she
Mm.
feels like, okay, Suhail is calm, it's okay, like he'll manage the thing, and it just calms her down.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. I think it's a mental state, right? That's also a
Mhm.
skill probably which you picked up
Yeah.
naturally, but
I,
some people have to learn it.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it has its downsides. Yeah. Sometimes when you need to be, let's say, worried about something, and if you're not, it just doesn't help. Yeah. I mean, that also shows up. Like, another big downside is I don't get extremely happy as well. It's just, there's this natural mechanism in my brain, I don't know, or I've trained myself. I don't get extremely happy as well. So that is also something that keeps me away from that. I mean, this thing. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess so.
Mhm.
I think, yeah, I can relate sometimes. Like, a lot of things that makes other people happy, I'm not like too happy. Maybe that's not like the extreme emotions. Maybe.
Mhm. I mean, it's not bad to have extreme emotions. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe the better way to do it is to control the negative extreme emotions, but keep the positive ones at a higher level. So that's something when I try to do. The negative ones are ones, of course, which make let's say, impact you the most. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
good, good. And how's the client are doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, client is doing well. For the longest time, we maintained the fact that we are an accounting software. Like, we help accounting firms be more productive. So a lot of the features that we are building, when it comes to the core features, we want to build, like, we want to spend time building those things which are not there in the market. For instance, automation of bookkeeping, or AI powered chat for clients, AI powered reporting, that are not there in the market. We want to spend our time doing that. But a lot of things that, even if you're building something new, you have to build, like, you have to build a chat feature, or you have to build a folder drive in your SaaS application, or you have to build document management, like, editing PDF, signing PDF, things like that. So we over time we understood that, okay, we should not spend any time building those kind of features which are already ubiquitous and solved. rather spend time building something new that's our strength. So a lot of the things that we already built, we are trying to replace with already existing SDKs. You know what are SDKs, right?
Yeah.
Software development kits. Like for chat, we are using one SDK. For PDF
Yeah.
signing and we're doing one SDK. For
Mm-hmm.
folder drive, we'll want to use one of the SDK. So we have gradually wrote code and now we are removing those code because we feel that we are not a chat company. We
Yeah.
are not a PDF document editing company. There are companies which do what that do much better and they give a very good SDKs to build that.
Yeah.
And a lot of these companies they have good free tiers also that
Yeah.
help startups, right?
You
Startups
mentioned
to
this last week as well. Yeah.
run, that. So today again we discuss and we try to replace an existing thing that is e-sign,
Okay.
e-signatures with we wrote something of our own partially, but we scrapped that and we're like we'll just go with the third.
Yeah, you mentioned about this DocuSign that you're building something on your own, but I guess like taking something somebody has already built, that's the better way to go about.
Especially some things that which is not your core feature,
I agree.
right? So and we can never build the DocuSign or eSign better than the company that is doing just that. So that is what
Yeah.
we have decided and we'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you get very big, that's a different ball game, and
Yeah.
you have all that money. That's
Yeah.
when you can think about all this.
Look at the cost and we're like, okay, it costs a lot. Should we even try it? Then we realize, okay, like, if we have that many customers and, we're paying that much, it's a good thing to have, right? We have reached that point where we have customers, paying customers. So
Yeah,
let's not focus on the cost that we would be paying later on.
that's true.
Yeah. That,
Understood. Good, bro.
that is, do you have any software that you build and some software that you buy separately? I
Like
guess you're
in
using
my
Tableau.
company,
Yeah.
in Tabby. So Tabby actually has, let's say, like it has grown a lot. Yeah, the valuation is at 1.5 billion now, but the real valuation is higher than that. Yeah, because this was around 1 year back. Yeah, so I think if we go to IPO, I'm sure it'll be at least double of what it is. So it is a quite big company. So we still use a lot of softwares from outside, like Tableau, as you mentioned, and stuff. I don't think Tableau is ever going to be replaced. It's too expensive to build in house, unless because that's not our core product anyway. Analytics is not our core product. So what are our core things? It's the let's say it's the buy now pay later option, so it's finance. So that's where we'll innovate or build our own things, not on like for example, for customer support we use external software, we don't use our own. For what do you say, like for messaging we don't use our own. Like all of these things are like, right, it's all obvious, but we don't want to build our own messaging software internally to use. Somebody like Microsoft or Apple or somebody, they might do all of these things. Yeah, they don't want, first of all, they don't want their data going out, and they have the resources to do to build their own stuff. So they are the ones who would do, not smaller companies. Like it depends on the scale. That's what I would put it. Like it depends on the scale and let's say how core it is to your business.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
how much customizable do you want it to be, that okay, we need our own stuff, because there are some things which have built our own. Yeah, like the customer support part. So the dashboard that the support person sees, like the details of the customer when they call and stuff, so that is our own. It's called back office. That's our own built, in-house built. um, but many things are outsourced. Yeah, like we can just, there's a long list of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the core tech aspects because I'm not working on that. Like, in the technical side, like we have many things going on over there. Like you have chat. So even we have chat support and stuff, but I don't know what's being used over there. Is it something, let's say, built by somebody else, or did we build it ourselves? So I don't have all the details over there. Like I can say within our team, yeah, within risk management. So to manage risk, we need information on the customer. So of course, like we have information on the customer in house, but when they're new customers, we don't have any information. So we buy this data. We don't try to make our own data sets over here. So this is something, of course, we buy. It's not software, but
Oh,
it's information. So
you
we
buy the
buy
data.
like,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. So we have like there are APIs which provide like if you provide phone number and email, they'll provide like some risk metrics on this, like something simple like okay, does this account have a Facebook? Does this email have a Facebook account? Is there a link? Does this email, what say, is the domain free? Like these things you can do in house, but you don't want to do like there's a long list of things that you want to check. And I mean, these guys aggregate as well because a lot of customers ask for like they might ask for suhaib123 at gmail.com, and was this email seen before? Yeah, something simple like that. Or was it created like yesterday and it was not seen anywhere before? So things like this indicate risk, and we don't want to do it on our own. So outsource is a better way. Yeah,
Makes sense. And
yeah. So one thing also I wanted to discuss is taking walks. Yeah. So this is something I've wanted to do. I've done it a little bit, but basically just going for a walk without your phone. Yeah, or putting your phone on airplane mode, but that doesn't work a lot. So going for a 15-minute, 20-minute walk. So and I know it's a partial meditation, I feel. So I've tried it a few times and it's been very nice. Like you just let your thoughts wander around, and there's no phone to disturb you with notifications, or nobody can contact you during this while. So it is scary in today's world to go out without your phone, but a short walk. Yeah, I believe you should also try it. Just 10 minutes, 15-minute walk. Treat it as sort of a meditation just to gather your
do
thoughts and
you
stuff.
listen to music or something?
No, no, nothing. Just so best is in nature if you can see grass and other trees and stuff. That's the best one. And I've heard many good things about it, and this is something I wanted to do regularly. But unfortunately, summer has come, and I don't feel like going out at all. It's quite humid and
Hmm.
hot.
I think in it works out better in Bangalore here weather.
Yeah,
So I'll
yeah,
try it.
yeah, bro. I think we have to end the call now. My daughter is not feeling well. Yeah, all right. I
Cool,
mean,
cool.
she's well, but she's throwing a bit of a tantrum. Maybe we'll continue next week then.
Yeah, okay. Cool, cool.
All
No
right.
issues.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
See you.
I'll go for the walk
Ah,
right now.
try it out. Yeah, I think it'll be nice. Just 10 minutes.
Yeah, makes sounds good. Bye.
Bye.